Hey guys, it's Jeff from Press Your Luck, and today I'm going to make a chicken dish that frankly I should have made years ago because, for one thing, it's super easy to make. It's like ridiculously simple. For another thing, it's mega popular and it's a huge crowd pleaser. Guys, it's chicken teriyaki. I mean, this is the classic dish you get at a Japanese restaurant, either when you're A, too afraid to have sushi, or B, you want like a bento box and you want a little bit of chicken teriyaki. Or, you know, if you just want it on its own. It's amazing, and you can serve it over rice, you can have it exactly how it is, you can make, if you feel like, a taco out of it, by all means make a taco out of it. But guys, go right to the Instant Pot because you're gonna make one of the most amazing and easy dishes ever, and it's so unbelievably tasty and authentic tasting on top of it all. So let's go over to the Instant Pot and maybe grab a little sake because it's time to make some amazing, delicious teriyaki. Let's go. First, let's grab one bunch of scallions and slice them up. And also, let's reserve some of the tops here for when we're finished at the very end for garnish. We'll get back to the scallions a bit later here, but I just wanted to get this out of the way now. Moving on. Now let's take between 2 to 2.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You could also use chicken breasts if you wish to use instead, but I really like chicken thighs for my chicken teriyaki. Sliced and diced into bite-sized pieces. All right, now let's move on to the pot. Now look at that beautiful blank canvas about to become this beautiful palette of food. Let's begin by adding to our pot some oil. I want to add in 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil and 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Put it in the pot, and it doesn't really matter at all what kind of sesame oil you use, toasted or non, whatever, it doesn't matter. As well as 1 tablespoon or 1/8 of a stick of salted butter. So let's come down to the control panel and hit the saute button and adjust so we're on the more or the high setting. And now that our butter is melted and sizzling, let's add in all of that chicken. And now we want to just stir this around in the pot for about 2 minutes. Make sure it's nice and coated in all of the oil and the butter. And we just want to give it like a nice pinkish white sear. We don't want the chicken to be fully cooked now. That'll happen when it's pressure cooked. But just a nice sear until all the chicken is a pinkish white color. You can also season your chicken up right now if you wish. This is totally optional. And I'm just going to add a little sprinkle here of some seasoned salt. You can also use some kosher salt or regular salt and pepper if you want. Just a few pinches like I just did there of the seasoned salt. However you want to season it is up to you, and you don't even have to season it. It's your choice. Alright, and once our chicken has this nice pinkish white color, we're going to then add in 1 tablespoon or 3 cloves of crushed or minced garlic. We also want to add in a tablespoon of crushed, minced, or squeezed ginger. You can typically find this squeezed ginger in the market or in Costco's. They even have them. Add that in there as well. And now we'll stir all that up in the pot for 1 minute longer. The ginger and the garlic with the chicken. Alright, looking good. Now we're going to add in some liquid here. I want to add in a 1/2 cup of garlic or chicken broth, whichever you wish to use. For garlic broth, I use a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic Better Than Bouillon mixed with a 1/2 cup of water, as well as 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. And if you don't have rice vinegar, you can use apple cider vinegar. 1/4 cup of low sodium soy sauce, and 1/4 cup of a light or dark brown sugar. It doesn't really make a difference. I'm using light. And I'm going to stir everything up in the pot, make sure the sugar gets dissolved into all the liquid in here. And there we have it, guys. That's all the pre-pressure cooking work we have to do. And speaking of which, it's time to put our lid on and pressure cook. I'm going to secure my lid, make sure that I'm in the sealing position. Now we'll hit the cancel or the keep warm / cancel button depending on your model, and then hit the pressure cook or manual button depending on your model. And I want to go on this, guys, for 4 minutes at high pressure. That's it. To adjust, I hit the plus or minus buttons, or if you have a model with a knob, you turn the knob to get there. 4 minutes at high pressure. And now that we're done, we're going to finish with a quick release. And the pin just dropped, so let's take our lid off. And there's our chicken in the pot. Now I know, it doesn't look so beautiful or really like teriyaki chicken just yet, but trust me, it's got it very shortly. And here's how we're going to make that happen. I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of hoisin sauce. It's like a really delicious Chinese plum sauce, typically found in dishes like mushu pork. It's also easy to find in your market. As well as 1/4 cup of honey. Get that in there, and let's give all of that a stir in the pot. Perfect. Now what we want to do is we want to thicken this sauce up. And to do that, we create a cornstarch slurry. I'm going to take equal parts 2 tablespoons cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water. and mix it together to form a slurry. We want to make sure all the lumps are removed and it's nice and smooth in terms of consistency. Perfect. Now let's give this pot some heat so it bubbles up. And now we'll hit the cancel button again, and we'll hit the saute button again to get some bubbling action. And once our pot begins to bubble, we're now going to take our cornstarch slurry and immediately stir it in. And this is going to create an incredible thick sauce, like a gravy. You see that? It's become nice and thick, no more watery sauce. And the color is looking great. All right, now I want to kill the heat after 30 seconds of bubbling. And now once again, to kill all the heat, I'm going to hit the cancel or the keep warm / cancel button, depending on your model. That'll turn the pot off. As the bubbles are dying down, I want to take most of my scallions. Remember that I reserved some for topping at the very end, and I want to dump them inside the pot. And if I want to give my sauce a darker color, which is totally optional, you can add in a browning agent such as Gravy Master or Kitchen Bouquet. I'm going to add in a teaspoon of this. Again, that's optional. It really doesn't change the outcome of the dish in terms of the outcome. And now we'll stir that all together in the pot. And guys, there we have it. Some absolutely delicious, tender, succulent, sweet chicken teriyaki. All right, now let's transfer this into a serving dish. All right, and here we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I love that it's already bite-sized, so it's already, you know, just take it as it is. It's much easier this way. And we are looking perfect here. All right, guys, a few final touches. Should you desire to add some sesame seeds, please do. I certainly am. I'm just going to sprinkle it kind of throughout the top because I feel like teriyaki chicken is best served with some sesame seeds on top. And if you have some white and black sesame seeds, all the more power to you there. I'm going to add both. Delicious. Looks great. Beautiful. Almost like a sesame chicken, except not deep fried. And then, of course, you can top with the remaining scallions should you choose to do so. Because why not, really? Why not add some more scallions? And folks, this is ready to eat. Now, I might just eat this from the giant bowl myself because, well, it's really just gonna be me and Richard. But, you know, you can serve it up how you want out of this bowl. You're gonna get a good, like, you know, 4 servings, I'd say, out of this. Let's try it out. All right, guys, and there's all that chicken teriyaki. Let's give it a try. Look at how beautiful this is. I love what cornstarch does to a sauce. It thickens it up perfectly. Let's try it out. Now that tastes exactly like the chicken teriyaki that you get in a restaurant because you're too afraid to order sushi. No, I'm kidding. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's the exact flavor it should be. It's the exact consistency it should be. The chicken is melting in your mouth like Streisand butter. And everyone is going to love this dish. The parents, the kids, the fish in the fish tank. They're all gonna love this dish. And if you want to double the recipe, by all means, double the recipe because you can never have too much chicken. This is 2.5 pounds of chicken. Like I said, it'll feed about 4 people. If you want 4 pounds of chicken, go for it. Really, everything in the pot remains the same. It's the same amount of measurements. I wouldn't really change anything because you have plenty of sauce regardless. It's also, of course, gonna go great over some white rice if you want to have some white rice. Some white rice, some chicken teriyaki, more chicken teriyaki, sauce. Let's try it out together. That's a big mouthful. I feel a little bit like a slob, if you will. But when I'm eating on camera for you, I kind of am one. I just try not to talk with my mouth too full. Do I have any sesame seeds in my mouth? Black ones are gonna make me look like I'm missing teeth. So there you have it, guys. Literally the simplest, the most delicious, the most outrageous and authentic tasting chicken teriyaki you can get. A huge crowd pleaser, and there's no doubt you're gonna love each and every last bite. If you enjoyed these recipes, check out pressureluckcooking.com because I have tons of video recipes there, and I have just, you know, it's a plethora. Every type of genre is touched. Tons of international cuisine, from basically American classics to Asian delights just like this one, Indian, Italian, I got it all, baby. Jamaican even, I got it all, baby. And facebook.com/pressureluckcooking, and like that page. Definitely make sure you get there because you'll see anytime a new recipe drops, deals on items, tips, humor, of course. You gotta laugh through life, especially in times like now. And of course, guys, pre-order that cookbook if you haven't yet. It's coming on April 14th, 2020, and if you're watching the video afterwards, buy it. It promises to be one of the best Instant Pot cookbooks you can ever own in your library. Tons of photos, over 750 step-by-step, simple instructions with the most amazing results. And at Pressure Luck at YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram, definitely subscribe to me on YouTube and hit the little bell icon so anytime a new video comes out, it lets you know. Thank you so much again, guys, for watching. And remember, if you go out for Japanese and you don't care for maki, I got you covered with some amazing chicken teriyaki. Enjoy. More of this amazingness, more of it. Delish.